Namaste, everyone. Wishing you all a blessed day. Today, I would like to share with you an embodied practice of how to round and extend the spine and to bring the spine in various directions and notice what kind of quality that brings and what kind of feeling that brings uh, to our body, and how does that mind feel about getting connected to the body. So let's begin with the practice of centering, whether it's seated or supine. I'm going to choose today to be seated in the centering practice. If you choose to be supine, feel free to stay in the supine position. Observe the narration that I'm sharing with you, and in time you can come to a seated position and join the chant and Shanti mantra thereafter. I am in a seated position and I'm choosing to sit slightly higher. Now sit slightly to the front of the sitting bones and rest your hands on your thighs. And if you're lying down, adjust, take time. And if you need any prop to support your knees, take the prop. Close your eyes. Observe what quality that brings when you close your eyes. And when we are looking for a quality or a feeling, there may not be a word corresponding to that feeling. What I am encouraging you is to bring a feeling, not a word. So when you close your eyes, what quality is that? And exactly how you feel is what we are looking for. So let's try that again. Let's open your eyes. Allow your eyes, notice how it receives light, forms, shapes, colors. And then close your eyes and notice what quality that brings. And how is your mind stimulated when your eyes is closed? And feel free to open your eyes whenever you want to, or there is some amount of curiosity in the world around you. Now, I'd like to invite our mind to listen to the environment that our body is in. And there may be various sounds, some very, very subtle, and some could be loud and strong. Some sound can be far away, and some close to your body. How does it feel to be in the presence of these sounds? Let's invite your mind to feel the presence or to sense the presence of the body. Let's begin by sensing the presence of your legs. Sense the presence of your hips. Sense the presence of your spine. Sense the presence of the abdominal area. Sense the presence of your chest. Sense the presence of your shoulders and your arms. Sense the presence of your thumbs and your fingers. Sense the presence of your neck. Sense the presence of your head. Now, I'd like to invite you to know that your body is and permit your mind to feel the presence of your body, however it is. There could be little subtle sensations within the body. It could be an itch, it could be an ease or a stretch, or any felt sense of body. Now I invite you to notice as you're connected to the felt sense of your body. Notice that your body is breathing. To that existing breath, let's gradually offer or invite like a guest the whole breath, breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth as you lightly spout your lips. Continue. Take one more cycle of the full breath. Invite your palms to meet in front of your chest. We chant Om and the Shanti Mantra. Breathe in. Asatu ma sadhamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityurma amritam gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bow down to that existence that appears as many. Rest your hands and humbly raise your head up and open your eyes. Come up to a standing position. Fold a blanket or have a knee pad to support your knees when we come to a kneeling position. Then stand at the top front of your mat. with your legs as wide as your hips, looking down to get visual information. It's a good idea. And feel how the skin underneath your feet is connected, or what is it touching? What kind of texture it's receiving? Arms hanging from the shoulder joint. Let's begin this class by moving the body weight forward and back, forward into toes and back into the heels. Closing your eyes if you feel confident, moving very so gently, and who breathe. The next time you bring your body weight to your heels, let's stay on your heels and lightly bend your knees, very light. Now from there, let's begin to shake your body up and down. Little, little tiny bounces. You're trying to dust off any tightness, any rigidity, anything clogged, body, mind, emotions. Breathe as you shake your body up and down gently. And stay connected with your body through feeling. And now as you shake, let's move from side to side. And gently shifting the weight of the body to one side and the other. Breathe. Now I'd like to invite you to stay on the left side and sort of drop your head towards the left shoulder. The weight of your body is mostly on the left. And you bounce, bounce. Now, let's shift the body weight to the right side and nod your head to the right. Breathe. Slowly coming back to the center by moving from side to side again. And gradually allow the body to land somewhere between, wherever it lands. So open your eyes if your eyes is closed. Let's begin with an arm pattern. Let's breathe in. Raise both your arms up to lift your shoulders And as you breathe out, open your palms out to the sides and your palms are facing the ceiling. As you come down, turn the palms inwards and to the front. Now the palms are facing the floor. Lift your hands up. Palms facing each other and open your palms out to the sides. Internal rotation of the arms. Arms facing the floor. Raise your arms to raise the shoulder and the skin of your torso. Open the palms out to the sides. Let's try this one more cycle in your own pace. This time I'm relaxing my arms on either sides of my torso. I posteriorly tilt my pelvis. Nod the head down. So we're going into the ragdoll. Breathe into the back of your neck. And as you breathe out, rounding the upper back. Take a little pause after rounding the upper back. Rounding into your mid-back. Take a little pause. Breathe into the back of your lungs. And rounding into your lower back. Take a little pause. Connect the pubis towards your navel. And when you connect the pubis to the navel, there's a little contraction at the pit of your abdomen. And from there, begin to rise to your spine and breathe. Notice how you stand after the ragdoll. Let's open your eyes and let's invite the dynamic pendulum. Imagine your body is like elastic bands. Raise your arms up and you drop. Double bend the knees. Alternately cross the arms in front. Now, taking your hips back intentionally. So you're not putting too much of load on your knees. One more cycle. Let's raise your shoulders up and open your arms and bring your hands down. Turn your arms in, lift. Your arms are facing down. And then as you come up, the palms facing each other, open your arms out to the sides. This time, turn your arms in, take your hips back, and you go to your chair pose. So your arms are traveling forward. The ribs are going back and around your back slightly. Let me show you from this where my back is not extended. It could be extended, but I'm looking for it to be round. And from that, raise up. Open my arms up to the sides. internally rotate the arms, take the hips back, and round the back, like the angry cat. And coming up, and opening the chair pose, turn the arms inwards, taking the hips back, round your back. And open. Do one more cycle in your own pace. If you've completed that cycle, your arms come to the sides of your torso. The second cycle of ragdoll or steady tilt, nod your head down. Breathe into the back of your neck and breathe out. This time without any intentional pauses. In the arms, head, like the pupils, to your navel, gradually and roll the spine to come up. Full breathe. Dynamic pendulum, and then we weave that with the arm pattern. Inhale, raise your arms up and drop. Bounce, bounce. Let's lift the heels up this time. Bounce, bounce, lift. One more cycle. Stay with your heels up. And now open your arms out to the side. Take your hips back. As you come down, turn your arms inwards, round your back. And lift your arms as you come up. Extend your spine. Lift the heels up. Open your hands out to the sides. Take your hips back. Chair pose. And then internally rotate the arms round your back. And out of that rounded back. Lift the heels up. Open. Going to the chair pose. Internal rotation of the arms. Round in your back. One more cycle. The next time, stay with your back rounded here. So you're in the chair pose with your spine rounded. So you're lengthening the back line of your fascia, the skin, the muscles, all lengthening at the back. At the front, they're all condensing, shortening. From here, let's move your hands to the right. Both your hands, just the hand, without moving the hips. Moving the hand to the right. And back to the center. Keep the hip as they are, and then move the hands to the left. And back to the center. Let's try that again if your body permits. Move. Right. Back. To the center to the left. And back to the center. This time we come out. And open the arms out to the sides. And stay there with your arms in line with the shoulders. Bring your hands down or breathe. One more whole breath. Go into the side body from the dynamic pendulum. Raise your arms up. And let's go. Bounce, bounce. Lift the heels up. One more. And from that, open your arms. Take your hips back. Chair pose with your hips. Turn your arms in. Round your back. Your arms may be in line with the shoulders. Even lower is fine. Back is rounded. You're in the chair pose with a rounded back. Now keep your hip as it is and move your hands to the right side. Both your arms. You're stretching the left back and the right side of the back is condensed. Now from here, let's straighten your legs and go into a side bend. Come back, we bend the knees, bring both the arms to the left side. Back is rounded again. Straighten your knees, and then we go into a side bend. And bend. The knees back into the chair pose. Moving your hands to the opposite side. Straighten your knees. Turn your chest to face forward. Side bend. Rotation. Round it back to the front. Straighten the knees. You go to the left. Side bend. Turn your chest. And rotation. Coming back to the front. From here, let's raise your arms up. Come out. Raise your heels up and dynamic pendulum. Bounce, bounce. Lift. Bounce, bounce. Lift. How does your body feel right now? One more cycle. Let's lift the heels up. Open your palms out to the side. This time facing down with the palms. You come into your chair, the floating chair. Maybe further down, Malasana. Open your arms out to the sides and then shift the body weight forward. Lift through the strength of your arms. Slide your hands back. Then stay here in the forward bend. Arms are relaxed. Heavy head. Letting the skull hang in the skin of your head. Feeling that your bones are hanging in the skin of your arms. Now connect the pubis to your navel. Gradually unroll the spine as you come up. Breathe. Stay there and see if this is an opportunity to be connected to the body. How that feels to be connected with our body. Let's try that again. Dynamic pendulum. Raise your arms up. Bounce, bounce. Lift. One more. And we stay. Bring your hands down to your floating chair. Floating Malasana. Over your head. Open your hands out to the sides. And then shift the body weight forward. Lift. And then slide your hands back. Release. Connect the pubis to the navel. And slowly coming up. back to felt sense. Open your eyes. Dynamic pendulum again, class. Raise your arms up and bounce, bounce. Lift one more. Stay. Open your hands out to the sides. Coming down, chair to Malasana. Your arms over your head. Open your hands out to the sides. Shift the body weight forward, away from the legs. Lift and slide back. This time we stay here. Release the back of your head down. 4 breaths. Now, as you breathe, let's bend your knees and extend. Notice how your hip comes alive, your knees, your ankles, and dynamically moving with flex and extend. One more cycle. Keep your knees bent, class. I'd like to shift the body weight to the right side so you can pick the left leg up, step it back in line with your outer left hip. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Now, imagine that you're trying to stretch the mat. So you're pushing both your legs away from each other. You're testing the elasticity of your mat through your legs. Now, some of you may require blocks. You can't straighten the knees and also to find balance. Push your hands into the floor and raise your spine, your chest to look forward, that direction. Now keep your knees fairly extended and only bend the elbows and allow the arms, or even notice how the arms invite the spine to flex. Or breathe. From here, I invite you to raise the back leg heel up. Bend the front leg knee and move your hip forward and back. Again, from a static expression to a dynamic expression. Moving from back to front, front to back. Allow your elbows to respond by flexing and extending. One more cycle. Keep your knees bent. We stay here. The weight of your body into the arms and step the right leg back into your first downward facing dog. Look forward, arms as wide as your shoulders. Maybe you could lift all your fingers up and reprint your fingers back into the mat. Push your hands away from your legs and release the back of your head down as you try to lift the hips away from the head and the head away from your hips. Raise your heels up. Connect the pubis to your navel and bring the shoulders over your wrist to high plank. Bring your knees down, point your toes back, and invite your body into Balasana, the child. Breathe in. As you breathe out, press your shin bones come up. Angry cat. Stay there for a while. Lift the sitting bones up and extend the spine. Galloping cow. Back to the child.
Now continue this movement, rising from the cat or the child into the cat, and from the cat into the galloping car. Continue this movement in your own pace. Noticing the various felt sense that your body is providing you so that you can stay connected with the body. As the body moves forward and back, back. One more cycle. The next time we're in the cat, let's take a little pause in the cat. Tuck your toes, raise your knees up, high plank to downward facing dog. Again, pushing your hands away from your legs, trying to stretch and bring elasticity to your mat. Raise your heels up, double bend the knees, and softly extend. One more. Let's step your legs forward as wide as your hips. Externally rotate the arms. Keep the head into the skin of your head. Connect the pubis to your navel. Sense that little tightness in the pit of your abdomen. As you rise, notice it as an opportunity for us to stay and to find that felt sense of our body being here with us. Open your eyes. Let's continue. The dynamic pendulum. You can raise your arms up and drop. Bounce, bounce. Lift. One more. And pause. Arms out to the sides. Bring the hips down into the chair. Malasana, arms over your head. Open your hands out to the sides. Shift the body weight forward. Lift. Push back. And uncurl the spine. Come up. One more dynamic pendulum. Two, chair. Malasana. Shift the body weight forward. Lift. And come back. Curl the spine as you come up. One more dynamic pendulum. This time we stay. Bounce. Lift. down to the chair and Malasana. Open your hands out to the sides. Shift the body weight forward. Into your hands, back into your legs. Release the back of your head down. We'll breathe. This time we stay in the forward flexion, hip flexion. Now bend and extend your knees softly. One more. Stay with your knees bent this time. Shift the weight to your left leg. Lift your right leg, step back. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Now, again, imagine that you're trying to stretch the mat through your legs. What quality does that bring to your legs? Even into your mind? If you have blocks, you need to keep blocks to straighten your legs. Push your hands into the mat. Lift your spine forward. And in the next exhalation, bend your elbows. Release the back of your head down. So the knees are fairly tight. The elbows are fairly soft. Now, raise the back leg heel up. From static to dynamic, move the hips forward and back. Move forward and shifting the body weight, sensing how you move and what kind of quality, mind quality is that as you move. The next time, stay with your knees bent. Shift the weight into your hands. Step the left leg back into downward facing dog. Push your hands away from your legs and the legs away from the hands. You can lift your fingers up slightly and bring it down again. Raise the heels up. Round your back. High plank. 2. Child. Child. The cat. Cat. Galloping cow. Continue this movement class in your own pace. One more cycle. Next time, you're in the cat. Take a little pause of the cat. And from the cat, now move your hips back and round your back so your arms can be lifted off the floor. Now from here, press your shin bones, come up, arms over your head, open your arms out to the sides, like the arm pattern we had previously. Turn your arms in, move your hips back, rounded spine, up, Open your hands out to the sides. Take your hips back, arms forward. Continue. The arm pattern weaved into the chair pose, the kneeling version of your chair. Now the next time you're in a rounded back, like stay there in a rounded back. And from that, move your hands to the right side, center, to the left, without moving the hip, back to the center, and up. Open your hands and turn the arms inwards. This time, bring your hands down to the front, tuck your toes, come up, downward facing dog. Release the back of your head down. Lightly pushing the hands and the legs away from each other. Raise your heels up, double bend the knees, softly extend, double bend, softly extend. And the next time, let's step the legs forward as wide as your hips. Externally rotate your arms. Release the back of your head down. Breathe out. Connect the pubis to your navel. Very, very gentle. Coming up. Opportunity to stay connected to the felt sense, the feeling of body. Open your eyes. Right. Let's do some improvisation. We play, go into play zone. So with the arm pattern, let's breathe and raise your arms up, heels up, and breathe out, go into chair. And from here, turn your arms in, rounding your back, and you come out. Remember that from the beginning? Let's do that once again. Like a wave or a bubble coming up into the surface from below. And this time we stay in the bubble form. Shift the weight into your left leg. Raise the right leg up. Step the right leg. Open your hands to the right side. And turn both the legs to face the right. Your hands are open. Let's bend the knees here and round your back. And come up. The same arm pattern. Bend the knees forward, round your back. And come up. One more. Bend the knees, and this time go all the way down. Shift the body weight into your hands. You have Prasadita Padottanasana. Walk your hands forward as far as your arms take you without shifting, meaning keeping your hips above your heels, and the upper body is like downward dog as the lower body stays in the wide angle pose. Now push your hands away from your legs. Release the head down and receive what you're receiving. From that, let's walk your hands back underneath the shoulders. Bend your knees slightly. Raise your arms to come out. Open your arms out to the side. Let's do that arm pattern once again. Bend the knee, round your back, and come out. Open. And this time, we bend, we stay here. And then we turn to the right side. Remember the arm pattern? And then as you turn to the left, turn the left leg out, coming back to the front. Step the left leg forward, the right leg forward, sorry. Come up onto your heels and bring the heels down. Let's take a little pause here. Remember, this is a play zone. We're playing with Prasarita Pada, the wide angle leg position with the arm pattern. We try on the opposite side. Breathe and raise your heels up. Breathe out. Take your hips back. Arms forward round. One more cycle. Now shift the body weight to your right leg. Step your left leg back and then turn both the legs to face the left side. So both toes are facing the left side. Open your arms out. Take your hips back. Bend the knees. Round your back like a bubble. Coming from the bed of the ocean into the surface. Continue. Two more bubbles. And the next time, you're going to stay with your hands down and walk your hands forward, but simultaneously trying to keep the hip above your heels. You push your hands away from your legs. And then when I say push the hands away from the leg, it means sustainably. Don't push so hard that you're not able to sustain that expression. The reason for this is so that we can find subtle intentions, subtle energy expressions. Place your head down if you're holding it up. Also shake the head slightly just to see if you're releasing it. Which is how one leg might have a different narration than the other. Now walk your hands back, bend your knees, let's raise your hands to come up. One more arm pattern. Arms opening, take the hips back, bend the knees, round, lift, open. And this time when you round, you stay round, go slightly to the back, side bend, and then come to the front, turn the right leg, and then step the left leg forward, out, on, out of the heels. So the heels are lifting, open your hands out to the sides, round your back, and oh, one more. Stay with the rounded back. Lift your right leg up and step back. Open. Right. And bend both the knees. Round and open. This time turn the right leg out and go to Parshvakonasana, the deep side angle. Raise your left hand up. Bring the left hand down. And we come back to the center. Turn the right leg in. Let's bring the arms up and out. Take the hips back. The same arm pattern. And round. One more. And let's go to the front by leading to the front. Step the right leg forward and come up. And breathe out. Bring the heels down, arms down. Oh, breathe. Like taking little pauses so that you can observe and turn the vision of your mind inwards. Open your eyes, the left side to express. Raise the heels up. The next time we step back, shift the body weight to the right, step back, open, toes facing forward, bend the knees, take your hips back around, and one more, round, and lift this time, turn the left leg and go into your side angle pose, Ashwakonasana. Moving the right hand away from the right leg. Raise the right hand up and come up. Let's try the arm pattern again. Back with your hips round and lift. One more. Back with the hips round and lift. This time turn the right leg, face forward, rounded spine. Lift the heels up. Open your hands and breathe. Maybe keeping your eyes closed for a while and stay connected with the feeling of body. From there, now slowly begin to move your hips from side to side. Let's do some recovery pattern in the standing. Arms up, arms out to the side. Let's go to a right side bend. Rotation. Release the left hand down on the head. Bend the knees slightly. Come to a ragdoll over the right side of the pelvic half. And travel your ragdoll from right to left. Coming up from the left side. Continue. One more cycle in a similar direction. Go to your left side bend. Rotation. Release the right hand down and ragdoll. Knee bend slightly. Move from left to right. And coming up through a side bend on the right side. This time extend your legs. One more cycle in this circular pattern. Completed. Breathe in, raise your heels up very lightly. Intimately, secretly, then going into your hips, coming all the way down into Malasana. Walk your hands back. So seated, move your blanket back to support your head. Hold the back of your thighs. Round your back as you come down to, to meet the ground. And that lifts and supports our expressions. A few cycles of the windshield wiper. Keep your legs as wide as your yoga mat. Turn the toes out slightly. Your arms are in line with your shoulders. Now let's begin by moving your head first, from side to side. Now as you move your head to one side, move your knees to the opposite side. center, and continue spiraling expression. One more cycle. Go back to the center. Walk your heels towards your sitting bones. And if you have a blanket to support your head, remove that blanket. So your head, the back of the skull is on the floor. Now press your heels down, tuck your tailbone, and slowly begin to peel the spine out of your mat into the hanging bridge. Raise both your arms up to the ceiling and bring your arms by the side of your ears. Come down from the shoulder blade, your mid back, and your lower back. Keep your hands there and try this movement a few cycles very gently. Idea is to bring back resilience, to restore. One more cycle. We completed that cycle. Let's invite our body into Shavasana, extending one leg, knee at a time, and bringing the arms on either sides of your torso. Not too close, not too far. Observe how your body naturally begins to sink, naturally begins to become heavier and heavier. Our body is journeying to the ground. This process, this journey, is called Shavasana. Feel like staying in Shavasana. Please continue in Shavasana and come out of it in time. Feel like joining me and move your hips. Other parts of your body, stretching your legs and arms away from each other. Bend your knees, hold your knees slightly close to your chest, and lightly roll your back side to side. Turn to your preferred side. This is the floor. Let's invite our body into a seated position. Chant Om and Shanti. 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 Hari Om. That's it. for joining this class and hope you feel better in your body.